It's a gorgeous day here at the New Orleans Horns Field, and the kick is already off for a great international Helmetball game, preseason game here. I am, as always, Willem DeFriend, and in the booth with me here...
Hey, this is your favorite Helmetball announcer, Brenda Bronson, joining you here for my first preseason game. I was on vacation. How are you doing?
You know, Brenda, I am just fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm just wonderful, and I am just so excited to get back into our 10th season of Helmetball. Let's see how the teams do.
I am so excited for you to be here and not having to record, and not record, but you know what I mean, having to host a game with Gene again. So it's a delight to have you here with me in the booth.
Oh, that Gene, he's a rascal, isn't he?
He's something. Oh, man. I tell you, so Miami's got the ball, and they're doing their push here at the beginning. And it looks like they tried to get their running game going, couldn't do a whole lot, and then went in. Now they're trying to get going through the air. So, and their, I guess, warm-up quarterback, Kevin James, is not doing so hot, taking a break from Paul Blarding to join us in some Helmetball.
You know, he is related to the actor, I found out. Both the parents named them Kevin. They're cousins.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. Maybe...
Two famous Kevins in the family.
You know, I'm so glad that I don't have any cousins, because they would just be outshining me at all. No cousins at all. No, then they'd be outshining me at all turns of life.
Yeah,
but
I do hate when my cousins outshine me.
It's the New Orleans I almost said Hornets. The Horns.
That is the
it's
wrong
just
team.
The Horns. That's the wrong sport. And they're getting going early on here. Now they've got their ball on the, looks like the 20-second line. And they're actually getting some success with Riley as the quarterback for them early on to kind of test him out, since everyone's still in preseason form.
Now, Riley, when did he join the team?
I believe Riley's a rookie, actually. He's
all right then.
He's very untested in the Helmetball waters, by which I mean, of course, everyone's preseason post-game activity of taking a swim in the pools, which are referred to as the Helmetball waters.
Got Haynes here on the sideline.
Tony Haynes, he's been here for all 10 official seasons, and he's an amazing tight end. He's done everybody proud.
All right, let's see how we do.
Whoa,
Can they push the
Peterson.
ball? Whoa, Peterson, all right.
And Kelvin Peterson with an amazing reception at the end of the first.
Barely to the 20-yard line, all right. No scores as of yet. Let's see if either team can choke down on that ball and get it down to the end zone.
Now, I'm really excited about Otto here. His whole story has just been moving and tear-jerking. Brenda, would you like to tell everyone a little bit more about Otto?
Yeah, so Otto actually was part of that the program where they spliced the mosquito DNA in, and so, you know, they thought he was in a horrible car accident right after our 8th season, had to sit out the 9th season, and this wonderful process of just putting mosquito DNA into his own was able to bring him back from the brink of death. And now here he is playing down to the 10th yard line. That's looking good for Otto, number 45 there on the New Orleans Horns.
Great. You know, some people would say after his accident and everything that he was really looking bleak, and there are a lot of people who are against the mosquito DNA process, saying it really sucks, but you know, I think it's a bold move, and I'm proud.
I think it's changing lives.
It truly is. All right, we're watching here as the Horns are second and goal, and they're going to be making a push for that end zone.
Let's just push that ball in if they can just choke up on it and drive it in. Let's see to Haynes.
Oh, they keep getting just a little bit closer and a little bit
inches
closer
every time. You know, we see them do this a lot, and I was asking their coach, you know, how they were going to just really make that final push into the end zone, because it kind of seems like whenever the Horns kind of get down to the wire here, they end up kind of choke up a little bit. And, you know, he just said that during their drills, they've been practicing a lot on just drilling that ball hard and just really pushing it in. And it looks like we don't know if those drills have paid off yet, do we?
It really doesn't look like it.
Oh, there we go. Judge for the goal.
He got himself a field goal, picked up 3 points for the team, but when Corey Burrow was throwing the ball and he had a way to get in, he just ran parallel to the end zone, which is a very interesting strategy.
Yeah,
and it doesn't seem like it paid off this time.
Most teams run perpendicular to the end zone, so it's just very interesting. So the Horns are finally on the board here. It looks like the Miami Pitbulls are having a little trouble.
Oh, and Kevin James threw up that ball and it was so close to being pulled in, maybe as an interception, but he got hit pretty hard right as he threw it. And he's out in shotgun formation here, so he's got a little bit more time, and he gets it to Cribbs. And Cribbs brings it in for that first down. Malachi Cribbs with a storied past here as well, having been in several seasons. Oh my God! Parkman has intercepted the ball,
and
love
the Horns to see it. They're finally running perpendicular.
It looks like they've figured out the right way to run.
Wow, Parkman, all right. You know, you really love to see it when you just think the ball's going to go one way, and then it goes the other.
It makes, you know what it does? It makes for an exciting game. It feels almost like a tennis match. And a lot of people actually don't know, but the main sport that inspired Helmetball was tennis.
Is that so?
It's true.
Wow.
Watch as Otto tries to get his little mosquito legs in. And New Orleans calls a timeout.
The mosquito legs were not strong enough this time.
Not quite. Maybe he'll sprout some wings and fly in.
You know, that would be a really interesting tactic.
I believe that age-old little chunk of wisdom, there's nothing in the rule book that says he can't do it.
All right, let's see.
And Johnson runs parallel again.
Every time.
Every time. And they're going to have to go for 3 again. They're probably going to make it.
With 54 seconds, let's see how we do.
All right, and Chucky Terrell puts up another 3 points, bringing the Horns' lead to 6.
Very nice. I got to say, this is a little embarrassing for the Pitbulls. Let's see if they can run it down the field. Smith is down.
They've got 45 seconds to make a big play in this first half.
I'm just not sure if they can do it.
I think it's going to take a real big boy throw is what they call them. And James couldn't even get it off.
Throw.
You love to see a big boy throw when you can get those, but James took his sweet time and just blarred it everywhere.
Just all over the place, all over that 20-yard line.
Going to take a really big boy throw here with 20 seconds left in the first half.
Going for another
They might just
push.
Run out the clock, but I would be very surprised.
Yeah, will they ever play? Let's find out.
I think their strategy is making the Horns think that they're not going to throw it, but then hiking right at the last second.
The classic psych strategy.
No, they just ran out the clock.
Wow, that is a bold move from the Miami Pitbulls, yeah.
I think the Pitbulls are maybe trying to pull a rope-a-dope, but in Helmetball.
All right, well, let's go to halftime. We will check in with the coaches and see exactly what their plans are for the second half, and we'll be back to you right after this.
Beauty, grace, elegance. There's no question that the horse is God's finest creation, unmatched in style, capability, and strength. Now, that strength and beauty can be yours with horse milk. Packed with vitamin H, horse milk not only promotes strong bones, but also improves hair growth, bedroom performance, vertical and horizontal leap distance, muscle tone, and breath smell. Buy your Ziploc bag of horse milk today. Say nay to bovine bile and hay to horse milk.
And here we are back at the second half. The Pitbulls are kicking off to the Horns. Let's see if they can turn their scoreless luck around while keeping that defense up and holding the Horns only to field goals.
Kraft with the ball.
Oh, I'm getting a call. Hold on. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
How are the kids?
The kids are great. Sorry,
Oh,
that
good.
was Dramford McForster, one of the Miami Pitbulls quarterbacks that just had a quick question for me. He's trying to pull a little subterfuge and dress as a New Orleans Horns player, you see.
And what did you advise him?
I advised him that was very, very illegal.
Great advice.
I think we all remember back in 2012 when Graham Storefield tried that, and oh boy, did he get creamed by his own team.
Yeah, he was on the Arizona Phoenix, right? Is that...
He was on the Arizona Phoenix, but was dressed like he was an Alaskan Yeti.
And they just right over him, trampled right on over him.
He never played the same after that.
They didn't actually have a rule against that before he tried to do that. And then they were oh no.
It was a clever move. It just worked out very, very poorly.
Very bad.
All right. New Orleans is actually making some pretty good progress up the field.
You know, this is exciting, but I am going to be pretty disappointed in the Pitbulls if they aren't able to choke up on that defense, and block the Horns from getting in.
They did such a great job in the first half of stopping it that I would be surprised if they didn't really buckle down on the D here as we're so close to as we're in the danger zone, if you will.
The danger zone. It is the most dangerous zone, and they say that not just because you can lose the field goal, but also because that is where the most helmet ball injuries occur.
And I think a large part of that is because they're trying to handle that ball as quickly as possible. And as we all know, that ball gets very, very hot.
Extremely, yeah. Third-degree burns all the way. Oh, here's Burrow taking it right out.
And we've actually got a really good chance here. They're 3rd and 3 if they can just get 3 yards.
Let's just see
4
that
for a
perpendicular
touchdown.
push.
They bring it down.
It's a
touchdown.
No, we're at 12-0 here with the New Orleans Horns and the Miami Pitbulls.
Conrad Jones bringing it in, and oh my God, are they going for 2 here?
There's no way.
This makes no sense. They certainly tried, but they couldn't bring in the reception, and it stays 12-0. I cannot believe when they were already ahead that they decided to push for 2. That is just a questionable decision.
Greedy Gimbals, that's what they call that.
Greedy Gimbals.
After Greg Gimbals.
Greg Gimbals, the famous head coach and GM of everybody's favorite team, the Minnesota Monarchs.
That's right.
And he was famous for always going for 2.
It didn't always work out for him, though, did it?
Almost never.
Jovanovic to Treat.
Treat gets a real trick there as he's brought down, but it's okay. Someone held the wrist and did a little dance, and that penalty goes against the Pitbulls. They'll be doing 2 more things. From deep in the back here, Jovanovic, let's see what he can make happen. He gets it over to Bell, who runs out of bounds very quickly.
You know, it's a safe play, but it works.
They're 3rd and 15 now. They've got quite a way to go if they want to make any sort of impact.
You know, it works. It's a subtle play. It works. Wow, Kramer intercepted.
Just absolutely.
He just threw it right to him.
There wasn't anybody else there.
Nobody else at all. He was just wide open.
You know, I think
Bell
that wasn't Jovanovic at
disappointed.
all. I think that might have been Huff Nelson. I think
Really?
Huff Nelson disguised himself and threw an interception to his own team.
This is a scandal.
I would say this is unprecedented, but we just discussed about how
is
it wasn't.
Completely precedented.
I'm amazed he was able to pull it off without getting gravely injured.
Why are we the only ones noticing this and not the refs?
You know, I think these refs are a little bit more focused on the game as a whole rather than the players. And
I guess that's true.
Is why refereeing has gone downhill since 2016. When there was one ref for every player.
You know, sometimes I wish we would bring back all of those refs, but, you know, we can't even have, physical refs on the field this year, so.
That's right.
Just, times are tight. Going for the field goal here. Oh. Smith is down.
Smith is down at the,
Top of the
looks
fourth.
like the 26th yard line. Let's see if Miami can do, I don't know, anything.
Jovanovic to Treat, and Treat just goes right down like a rock.
Rushes for 5 yards and barely gets back to past the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 5 now with time winding down. Jovanovic has got time for days, but almost again threw an interception.
Throws it right to the horns.
I don't know if that's still Huff Nelson or if Bo Jovanovic has actually taken the field.
You know, are they allowing magnetic?
It's got to be still Huff Nelson with
It's
another
definitely-
interception.
Okay, I'm getting worried about Bo Jovanovic now. Where is he?
I don't know. I think we're going to need to see about getting a league investigation opened up into the whereabouts of Bo Jovanovic.
I think we're going to have to file a missing persons report. Stokes rushes to the end zone, just barely makes it.
But there's another penalty. Someone forgot the time. Around the waist. All right, so there's only one issue with that. So we're starting again. 1st and 20 now.
All that progress lost.
Judge gets it to Usher, and Usher is taken down. Barely at the line of scrimmage.
Just immediately.
Oh, and Usher doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage that time. Sharp is playing on the edge. I'm sorry for that. It's too much broadcasting with Jordash Jenko. I'm just getting... It's the puns are bleeding over.
Well, it's kind of like Sharp's, we kind of came up with that tagline for him. So, Sharp's living on the edge. I think they're going to start selling T-shirts. Now, this is an interesting play here.
I can't believe that just happened. It's
That was an incredible kick.
an incredible kick to just bounce right off the crossbar, and it looks like they're not even going to award them the usual 5 pity points.
You know, I am surprised about that. They did say they were going to be, another penalty. They said they were going to be choking up on that pity points policy. There were too many last season.
Oh, man, it's unfortunate. I always enjoyed the pity points, mainly because back when I used to play, those were the only points I would get.
Seems like those are the only points the Miami Pitbulls would get, too.
It seems like it. They're 1st and 9 and not making any progress, and Huff Nelson almost throws again to his team. but is stymied by his pretend team. This is getting to be a confusing game, Brenda.
It is just a little bit, isn't it? Oh, wow. Finally...
Bell's away! They're going to score! They're going to get
total
points!
breakaway. Are we getting it? Are we getting it? It's in for a touchdown. The Pitbulls are finally on the board with 1 minute and 36 seconds left in the game.
Now, what they're going to want to do here, I think they're going to try the flubby kick move here, where they surprise the team with a short kick. They didn't, though. That's a questionable choice. If you can do a flubby kick properly and bounce it off the other team, then you can catch it. And it's your ball again, but that's only if you flubby it correctly. And it's hard to flubby right.
The flubby is such a strong move. You know, sometimes they just dedicate just days of training to it. So, but seems like the Pitbulls did not.
They are at least putting some strong defensive pressure on, trying to keep the ball as close to their end zone as possible.
Trying to make this the least demoralizing defeat that they can, I think.
And they're calling a timeout at every opportunity.
Really have to discuss how to keep the ball in the same spot, it seems.
The
Lots
Horns
of
are
hand waving.
3rd and 9 if they can drop Usher here. All right, they're sticking him to a 4th down. So now
Another
it would be crazy
timeout.
for the Horns to not kick the ball away here, giving Miami off probably about a whole minute worth of big boy throws.
Do you think that the Pitbulls grew a little bit wise to what was going on with Huffman?
I think it's very possible.
Because that was a little fishy. Let's see what Jovanovic does.
That was a very big leading throw. I'm sure he was hoping that someone would be able to get out there, but I do think that we have maybe the real Bo Jovanovic back. It all hinges on this throw. Oh, it was real short. It's still hard to tell. Is it Huff Nelson? Is it Bo Jovanovic? We might never know.
You know, the thing about it is Huff Nelson and Bo Jovanovic actually both look really similar, too.
They do. That's why it's a perfect crime.
It really is.
Oh, and Trenton Weaver has been named today's player of the game. Trenton Weaver, you've barely noticed him. Oh, wow. They go and they sack Jovanovic for a turnover, and that's going to pretty much do it for the rest of the game. I have a feeling they're going to start proposing here. Yep. Judge gets the ball, drops down on one knee, and asks for someone's hand in marriage.
Last season, we had a record 25 marriages on the field.
It's always so romantic when it happens.
Do you think we can top it this season?
I really do. I know we're still in preseason, so it's going to be kind of hard to tell, but I do think that we're going to be able to see lots of beautiful ceremonies on the field this year, and I personally think we're prime for if I were a betting man, Brenda, and you know that I am, I would say probably about 35 weddings, and that's going to be the game. New Orleans Horns take the win with a very controversial play of maybe subbing in Huff Nelson for Bo Jovanovic on the Miami
votes are still
Pitbulls.
out on that. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Brenda Bronson.
And I've been Willem DeFriend. We'll see you next time on the International Helmetball League.